Welcome to the ACC on ESPN. Beautiful setting tonight here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, as the 21st ranked UNC Tar Heels welcome an unfamiliar opponent, the San Diego State Aztecs, who make a rare trip here into the Eastern time zone. Glad to have you along tonight. Mike Cousins, joined by former UMass All-American Rini Angolia. Two teams that in week one didn't face too much resistance. UNC, close in the third quarter, they ran away with their game against Liberty. Now in week two is where the real tests start.
Yeah, two programs coming off bowl wins last year, as you said. Open up with wins against FCS programs, but tonight's the real test for both programs.
And in this game, it's not so much a wide receiver or a running back that jumps out. We're going to look at quarterbacks and start with San Diego State's Quinn Kaler.
Yeah, Kaler, 6'4", 215-pound senior. Threw for over 3,000 yards last year. Strong arm, but really what makes him good is his intelligence. He's very smart, has the ability to check with him at the line of scrimmage. Every time San Diego State goes to the line, he has the ability to change the play. So we'll see. That's a game within the game tonight. We'll see how that plays out.
They trust him, a former walk-on, once rebuffed by the Aztecs. Now on the other side, UNC going into week one hadn't named a quarterback. They still have a two-headed monster.
Yeah, Marquise Williams last year, 1,700 yards passing, 500 yards rushing. A good thrower, but a dynamic athlete when he decides to run the ball. But then you have Mitch Trubisky, also 6'3", 215-pound redshirt freshman. Very similar as Williams, same attributes. It makes it easy for the offensive coaching staff for North Carolina to game plan. They both do the same things, and they do it very well.
It's the first night game here at Kenan Stadium since 2008, and the Tar Heels take the field with kickoff coming up next. Capacity about 63,000 here at Kenan Stadium. Nearly every single one of those seats expected to be full tonight for UNC and San Diego State. Great setting, and the Aztecs have traveled cross country under fourth-year head coach Rocky Long, who replaced now Michigan head coach Brady Hoke back in 2011. And it's not often, Rini, that they do ever travel here to the Eastern time zone.
Well, and we asked Coach Long about that specifically. He said, baloney, makes no difference on my team traveling that far. He said the only thing that really matters when you get to a game environment is it windy or not. That's what he's nervous about. So
the Aztecs, just their 13th trip to the Eastern time zone, and that goes back quite some time for this school, going back to 1969, the last 45 years. They came here last year into the Eastern time zone, played Ohio State, and lost 42-7. Headman on the other side for the North Carolina Tar Heels is Larry Fedora. Boy, has he been successful. Third year here now. They won the Belk Bowl last year against Cincinnati and came here in 2012 after 4 seasons as the head coach at Southern Miss.
Yeah, a lot of success for Fedora at Southern Miss, trying to bring that style of offense and defense that he did there here. He said he's close. He's starting to recruit some good players. This could be the breakout year for this UNC team and Coach Larry Fedora.
Tar Heels week one with a victory against Liberty. San Diego State took down Northern Arizona. Nick Weiler gets set to kick it away. The amount of scoring they did last week, he had plenty of chances to kick it off.
Tired leg.
Weiler to boot it away. Rashad Penny and Lucky Radley are back deep to receive. 9 yards back, and they'll take it out.
And you see what a weapon that is when you can have a kicker put it that deep. Takes the return right out of the hands of the returning team, and no opportunity to return for a kickoff touchdown.
Here in Chapel Hill in the low 80s, mostly clear. One thing we don't see there, it's a little bit sticky here, high humidity throughout the course of the weekend. And if that's going to affect anybody, it's probably going to affect San Diego State.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's 8 o'clock, but it's humid, as you said, Mike. So we'll see. Hopefully the players have hydrated correctly, and we won't have any cramping up tonight.
Quinn Kaler, the senior from Pleasant Hill, California, under center. First down and 10. They get it off to Donnell Pumphrey. And he's got about 4 on the game's opening carry, the sophomore from Las Vegas.
And right away, San Diego State, 2-back offense, I formation, that big offensive line, and they're going to go to Pumphrey off the left side there and just pick up 5 yards on first down. Exactly what Rocky Long and offensive coordinator Bob Toledo want to do. They want to run this clock, slow this game down. Don't give the ball to that UNC offense and just try to grind out first downs tonight.
One of the biggest concerns of this Carolina defense was how they would fare against the size of the San Diego State offensive line. Pick up a 5 on first down. Kaler's under pressure, dumps it off to the flat, and there's some open room to run. And Pumphrey kicks it across and picks up a first down for the Aztecs.
A nice call on 2nd and 5 there, especially against an aggressive defense like UNC. You see him get upfield. Kaler does a nice job to drop back, and he's going to throw the screen pass to Pumphrey. You're going to see the offensive lineman release here. Nice job to pick up that first down.
Des Lawrence eventually came in to make the stop. An important cog for this UNC defense as they return their starting cornerbacks this week. Both Lawrence and Brian Walker on the other side out last week due to a violation of team rules. First and 10, Pumphrey swallowed up in the backfield. Nowhere to go. Juwan Drennan, the redshirt freshman, coming in to get the stop.
Yeah, Drennan, the defensive end. Watch him come up the field here and meet Pumphrey in the backfield. He's going to come right from the left side of the screen, beat the block, and that's what you do. You want to meet the running back in the backfield, and that's a TFL, tackle for a loss for Drennan.
Loss of 2 on the play. Two backs for Kaler on 2nd down and 12. And it's a 3-man front for Carolina. Kaler fakes the run, goes to the outside at the 39-yard line, finds Ezel Ruffin as they get past the original line of scrimmage and a pickup of 4.
Yeah, and UNC will take that. Listen, nice pass and catch by San Diego State, but you like number 10, the middle linebacker, Jeff Schottmer there. You see him run to that flat region to make the tackle for a minimal gain for San Diego State. Schottmer, one of those former walk-ons that earned a scholarship from Larry Fedora this year, showing you why right there.
Big week for him last week. Took an interception back for a touchdown against Liberty. Two on the play clock, and the Aztecs, just a couple minutes in, have to burn a timeout. And I'll tell you, right behind them is a very loud student section.
San Diego State, go first.
And that's what 63,000 fans will do. It's excitement in here. It's very loud. Play comes in late, and just like that, San Diego State's got to burn their first time out of the half.
And this is now where Kaler, who's a guy that is not going to have the strongest arm in the world, can use his intelligence to help take over for this offense.
And we talked to Coach Bob Toledo, the offensive coordinator, about it. Every time San Diego State comes to the line of scrimmage, Kaler can change the play. It's called check with me. Depending on the defense UNC comes into, he's got to get him in the right play.
Make sure to get your NFL Sunday started on ESPN. 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Sunday NFL Countdown presented by Snickers. Host Chris Berman and the gang provide all the latest news and updates from stadiums around the league right up until kickoff. And before you set your lineups, don't trust me or anybody else. Catch our experts provide the latest news, injury reports, and predict the top fantasy performers on Fantasy Football Now, presented by Papa John's, 11 a.m. on ESPN2, and both available live on Watch ESPN.
Mike, you got a fantasy team?
I have 2, and I'll tell you what, I slept through both drafts. so really don't count on me.
The computer just picked them for you. No, I used to. I'm so busy, but it is fun. But, man, I usually stink, so.
Best of luck to you this year. So we talked right off the top about the Aztecs coming here to the East Coast. Larry Fedora says, or I should say Rocky Long says, you know, it doesn't matter. We come here. When I was in high school, our team bus broke down. We got to the stadium 5 minutes before the field. We still had to go out and play. Once you get on the field, you're in between the lines and you're not thinking about any externalities.
And it's an 8 o'clock game. They obviously traveled on Friday, so it's not like it's a wacky time for them in their time clock. So they should be fine tonight. The travel shouldn't make a difference whatsoever.
to 3rd and 7. After picking up a first down, a loss of a couple, and they got back to this yardage after a gain of 5. Tar Heels bring 4, blitz from the near side, pass gets out, and just near the first down marker, it goes to Pumphrey, the running back who took it from the flat, and we'll have to see where this spot ends up.
And it's going to be close, Mike. I think they're going to have the first down, and they do. And that's what an electric back like Pumphrey can do. You saw him release into the flat on the right side. No one covers him. Going to take him. He's going to come out right there. No linebacker on him, and now watch him make the first guy miss. Exactly what he needed to do, and he knew where that first down yardage was to gain. Excellent job by Donnell Pumphrey.
Just 5'9", 170, but they really like him, their feature back. Roberts, the fullback, goes in motion on 1st and 10. Kaler goes to the outside. Eric Judge sprinting across the 50, and he's tripped up inside North Carolina territory.
Number 81, Eric Judge.
Trying to set up a tunnel screen there. Judge makes the catch. Instead of keep coming through the tunnel to the middle of the field, he decides to bounce that back outside and picks up 6 yards. Now they call the tunnel screen because usually it makes the catch. You come right there through the tunnel. He decides to take it back to the outside. Nothing wrong with that if you can pick up yardage, and that's a nice gain on first down.
Stopped by Brian Lawrence, the sophomore out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Coming off that 1-game suspension. 4 players missing last week, 2 of them starters. The starting corners are back now. Kaler perfect through the air, 4 of 4 on the drive. Second down, looking to throw again. This is the fullback Roberts, and he's got an Aztecs first down. He's a tight end by trade. They moved him to fullback this year, so he's got good hands.
Outstanding job by quarterback Quinn Kaler there. We talked about his intelligence. I loved what he did there. He went through his progression in his reads. He started on the left side of the field. He came back all the way across to the right. He was under pressure, threw it to his dump down, 44, Adam Roberts, and they picked up the first down. Exactly what you want your quarterback to do. And you see him there. He looked left, he looked right, found that release, and they got the chains moving once again.
Three wide receivers. Pumphrey to the right of Kaler. He takes the handoff and sneaks through the middle of that Carolina defensive line down to the 35-yard line, met by safety Tim Scott.
And I tell you, Pumphrey, as you said, Mike, 5'9", 170, you might think that's a little small. It's actually a good size. He has a big offensive line. He can kind of hide behind them. He's got good strength for his size and speed, and he's really perfect in this offensive set, and he catches the ball very nicely out of the backfield. He's really the overall excellent package as a running back.
They used him heavily last week, 19 carries and 111 yards, a couple of scores. Kaler right over the middle. And down inside the 30. That's ahead to Robert Craighead, former defensive lineman, now turned tight end.
Yeah, Craighead, good athlete, 6'3", 265. You like, you know, a big tight end like that is a quarterback's best friend. You see him do a little sit route in the middle of the field, big body. It's like boxing out in basketball. Kaler puts it on him to get it now to a manageable 3rd and 1. Let's see if they run to the left side of that offensive line behind Poole and Saragusa. Some big bodies over there.
Judge in motion. Carey goes to the left side. Pumphrey's got the first down, but a flag comes in. And we'll have to see what the penalty is here. First down barring that flag.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Robert Craighead, 94, the tight end with a hold, and it's going to back him up.
Yeah, it's holding.
Our referee tonight, Dave Epperly.
Holding. Offense. Number 64. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
I had the 4 right. It was Dilly, 64 with the hold.
1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Yeah.
That's Zach Dilly, the center, who's back at center this year. He played every snap there 2 years ago, was injured, so they took him out of that spot. Now getting reacclimated to snapping the ball.
And he's the most experienced offensive lineman, 19 career starts coming into this game. But Terry Poole, 79 at left tackle, 6'5", 310 pounds. He's the leader of that offensive line unit, which is really a strength of this San Diego State team. And I'm an old school, old-fashioned guy, Mike. You know that. You win games from the inside out. If you can win interior line play, more times than not, you will dominate a game.
11 yards to go on third down. Kaler so far perfect 6 of 6 through the air. On the 10th play of the drive, he drops back. And the Carolina defense is right there on top of Donnell Pumphrey. Ryan Magnum from their hybrid cornerback linebacker spot. They call it the Ram spot. And this defense gets in there in a nice wrap-up.
And watch how fast Magnum's going to run to the ball here. If Magnum does not make this play, Pumphrey gets the first down. But I love how he stayed with the play, ran to the ball. And that's the key, especially with a back like Pumphrey. When you're in open field and you get hands on him, you have to bring him down and make the tackle. Nice job on Magnum there.
So the Aztecs, after a long opening drive, now get set to punt it away. Joel Alisi, the senior, with a high boot. And Ryan Switzer calls for a fair catch and takes it at the 8-yard line. The Aztecs didn't score, but they did hold the clock a possession to start in Carolina on offense when we return to Chapel Hill. They built the old well here on campus back in 1897. Still standing today. Great spot for a photo op. Not a great spot to park your cars. So, Rainey, I'm going to give that ticket to you.
And I wasn't playing in 1897 either, Mike. I know I'm a little older than you, bud.
Stripe out here at Kenan Stadium. Depending on which section fans are sitting in, they were asked to wear the Carolina blue or the black. And it has worked out very well. Opening drive for the Tar Heels after San Diego State used up nearly half of the first quarter. As expected, it's the junior from Charlotte, Marquise Williams, at quarterback for UNC. They keep it on the ground, go to TJ Logan on first down. Now, Marquise Williams coming into week 1. Larry Fedora hadn't announced who started. They split it almost evenly, but last year he improved drastically the last 6 games.
Yeah, and it's just experience and reps. The more reps you get, the better off you are. And he's really a dynamic athlete, especially when he decides to run the ball.
Back to Logan on second down. Taken down by Derek Largent, senior linebacker.
And keep an eye on this San Diego State defense tonight. Rocky Long's known for his defenses. He likes to run a 3-3-5. He'll change it up with a 4-2, but he's going to try to confuse North Carolina tonight.
Williams back to throw, third down, gets a completion. Over to the far side, and the Tar Heels pick up a first down.
Nice catch by Quinshon Davis, but give the credit to Marquise Williams. He took an absolute shot on that play. Watch him stay in the pocket, fire this ball, knowing he's going to get hit. Good, clean hit by 54, Kelvin Munson, but that's what you need to do as a quarterback. Stay in there, take the hit, and complete the pass.
Looking for a screen on first down. They get it off to Logan. He's got some blocking ahead to the 25-yard line. Pick up a 3, maybe 4 for the sophomore out of Greensboro, and once again, it's Munson who beats him there.
Yeah, Logan, 5'10", 185 pounds, a good back, but we're going to see a stable of backs tonight for UNC. I think they're going to rotate a bunch in there, keep them fresh, and try to really get this running game going tonight.
Well, you're right, Rini. They go to Romar Morris, a junior now in the backfield with Williams. Going to the air. Second down, up ahead to the 35, and a few more yards to stretch out. Quinshon Davis once again with the reception. They've got such exceptional height, too, with Davis at 6'4".
Yeah, Davis going to run a little dig route. I like how they roll Williams out to the right and puts it right on him. Nice strike.
This Carolina offense, too, one thing that San Diego State not being quite as strong at linebacker as they'd like to be. All 3 of their starters at some point this year in camp have already been injured, and the Carolina offense moves at blazing at speed.
You see the tempo there. Larry Fedora wants this offense going and going quick, and exactly what they're doing.
Williams keeps it right through the middle. Up ahead to the 44-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd down and short for UNC.
And we talked to Coach Rocky Long from San Diego State about that, and he wants to slow that offense down. And the best way to slow them down is your offense keeps the ball away from them. So that's what they tried to do in that first possession. They just didn't score, but right now North Carolina's getting in a groove.
A momentary breather for the Aztecs defense. 3rd down and 2. Williams surveys his options, has a wide open man into San Diego State territory. Kendrick Singleton picks up the 1st down.
And watch this play. Every single defensive lineman for San Diego State was standing up. Look at this. They're all standing up. Not one person down. Unusual, but you see different defenses from Rocky Long.
Quinshaw Davis takes it up ahead, and that was exactly what we heard about from Larry Fedora during the week. He has known about Rocky Long for a long time. They faced each other back as far as '98. He said, I'm worried about the varied looks we might see.
And how his offensive line would react to those looks.
Nowhere to go on the carry, and a loss of 1 for Romar Morris.
You saw Alex Barrett there, 58. Get in there to make the play. And the thing about San Diego State's defense is they come after you. They take risks. They'll blitz you. They'll stunt you. You can get some big plays on them, but boy, they do fly around the football field.
They're down, 7 to go. Williams keeps it and comes up shy of the 1st down. He's that dual threat. Last year was their leading rusher, just a hair shy of 550 yards on the ground.
Yeah, I like the call. We'll see here. You know, they're in that tweener position. Do you punt? Do you go for it? Or you try to kick a 54-yard field goal? Looks like he's going to punt. He's going to play the field position game. So the first decision of the game for Larry Fedora decides to punt here on 4th and 3.
Look at the San Diego State defense. Nobody back deep, just in case. Tommy Hibbard with a very high kick. Carolina's waiting for it. And a Tar Heel bounce settles at the 12. Both teams stall out on their opening drives. Scoreless late in the 1st quarter at Chapel Hill. Each team has touched the football once so far, both scoreless. And let's head up to the booth and take a look at the quarterbacks coach for San Diego State, Brian Sipe, one of the many famous alums of San Diego State, among a very distinguished group. As Sipe, when he was at San Diego State, played under head coach Don Corio. Now Marshall Faulk as well, finished 2nd in the Heisman voting to Gino Torretta of Miami in '92. Joe Gibbs. You got some good hair
Looks
coming
like
up
your hair,
there,
Mike.
John Fox, head coach of the Broncos, and then of course ESPN's own
Look at Herm's hair.
Herm Edwards spent his senior year at San Diego
Looking
State.
good.
Aztecs take over again, 1st down and 10, and the ball on the ground out of the 15-yard line in the hands of Pumphrey.
And of course, I'm old enough to remember Brian Sipe, his days as the Cleveland Browns quarterback, now the quarterback coach. Bob Toledo said he's very good friends with him. Both Toledo and Sipe work with the quarterbacks, and I think they've both been really good for Quinn Kaler. You remember seeing him play, Brian Sipe?
I blinked. I missed it. You'll have to forgive me. But Kaler, what an interesting story. Tried to walk onto this team in 2010. They said, thanks, but no thanks. Yeah. And went to Diablo Valley College in California. Now here he is, starting quarterback in his senior year. That's tipped up in the air and incomplete. Don't forget Carolina last week forced a whole bunch of turnovers, turned the game in the 3rd quarter in their opening win against Liberty.
And Jones got this big ball up there to tip it. And I tell you what, Ruffin, the receiver, was wide open. He did a little sit route at about 6 yards, would have picked that 1st down up. But that's exactly what you want to do as a defensive lineman. If you can't get to the quarterback, time it, get those big hands up there, try to deflect it. Good job by Jones.
That was the first incompletion of the night for Kaler. on their opening drive, 1 of 2 on 3rd down. Early motion along the line.
False start. Offense, number 44, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
That's the fullback, Adam Roberts.
I tell you what, not only did they have a false start, they had to delay a game. The back judge, Pat Ryan, threw his flag in too, so they would have had 2 penalties. But you're going to see the right part of the screen. You see 44, the fullback, Adam Roberts, go in motion. But as I said, they would have had a delay of game as well. So right now, I think this crowd backed up to the student section is really causing some havoc for San Diego State.
Got to get it up to the 22-yard line. Kaler steps up over the middle and incomplete. Would have been a 1st down as he targeted Lloyd Mills, the sophomore.
Just good defense there by UNC. Collapse in the pocket, good leverage from the defensive secondary, and just like that, going to get the ball back in good field position.
So far, within this offense, everything that they've asked Kaler to do looks like it's within his skill set. Very manageable throw.
Well, and that's what you have to do. You can't let a quarterback try to ask him to do stuff that really he's not comfortable doing. Kaler is comfortable with what he does, and he does it well within the scheme of San Diego State.
The very talented sophomore Ryan Switzer is back deep to receive. Punt from Alisi. Switzer avoids 1 tackle and nowhere to go. Carolina with the ball, 1:22 to go in the 1st quarter. You got a choice of 2 colors to wear tonight, black or blue. Coverage of the WNBA Finals begins tomorrow on ABC. Brittany Griner and the Phoenix Mercury out of the West host Elena Delle Donne and the Chicago Sky in Game 1. They met twice in the regular season. Phoenix took both games. That was without Delle Donne in the lineup for Chicago. WNBA Finals presented by Boost Mobile tomorrow, 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific, and that's on ABC.
Yeah, Delle Donne, the former Blue Hen, am I correct?
Out of Delaware, that's
Blue
right.
Hen. Excellent, excellent college player, now doing some work in the WNBA.
She went to UConn for a couple days, went back home to Delaware. Second drive here for North Carolina. Marquise Williams, perfect through the air, 5 of 5. Their first time, they ended up punting. Under pressure, Williams, he's got legs, takes it through the middle, and he is right at the 1st down marker. Pickup of 9.5, maybe 10 for the junior from Charlotte.
A good block by 54, Will Dancy there. I like it. It's a called quarterback draw and a good pickup for 1st down.
Last game he went on the ground, 6 carries and 52 yards. Got a pickup of 10. With Logan in the backfield, he pitches out, and it's across midfield. The sophomore takes the late pitch and gets hit out of the boundary.
And if you notice, it was actually a forward pass. You saw the headline judge point his hand forward, so if that would have been dropped, it would have been an incomplete pass. But a nice play. You're going to see it right here. Little forward shovel pass there for a nice little pickup. Good smarts by Marquise Williams there.
What kind of an impact does this make here on a defense where the offense gets right back to the line, they snap it, and they hit you in the mouth?
It makes a difference when the offense is working. You can go fast, but if you're not productive, it doesn't put any pressure on the defense. North Carolina's moving the ball that keeps San Diego State on their heels and backing them up.
The entire offensive line rolling right side, throw to the sideline, Switzer. He's got it in a big pickup for North Carolina inside the 25-yard line.
But what a throw by Marquise Williams and what a catch by Ryan Switzer. But the side judge is going to come in and call it incomplete. Let's take a look at it here, Mike. Nice throw by Williams. You're going to see Switzer go up, bobbles it a little, left foot's in. Boy, I think that's a catch. Now, you saw a little bit of a bobble, but his foot was still on the ground, and it secured after that. But here's the issue. We're going to take a look at it here. Watch him go up. He's got the ball. It's going to go to his left side. Right there, he pins it. That left foot's down. Watch the ball. It does not move again as we roll it. I think it's a catch. Now, here's the problem. It was ruled incomplete on the field. So the replay official, David Galloway, right next to us, has to have indisputable video evidence to overturn it. I believe there's enough there, so we'll see what they come up with.
If it stands, it's a pickup of 22 yards as they look forward to Ryan Switzer, a high school running back who they've turned into a speedy punt returner and wide receiver here at Chapel Hill.
And this might be our best look at it. We know his foot's in because we saw the other replay. Let's watch the hands and watch the ball. He brings it to the hip there. Does the ball move again? I don't think it does. I think he completed the catch with the left foot down. If they rule that ball moved, or if they rule, listen, it is not 100% indisputable video evidence, they have to go with the call on the field. Of course, the call on the field was incomplete. But I think the replay official, David Galloway, he's taking a long look at this. I think he might reverse this. But we'll see. We'll see if I can go 1 for 1 on the ear, Mike. But I'm saying it was a catch.
From the school of speculation, the longer this goes, is that better for Carolina?
Yes, because then you have to find out, okay, what yard marker did he exactly go out on and make sure the clock's right. Now, he went out of bounds, so the clock would have stopped anyway. So it's really making sure that you have the yard marker correct. But again, it has to be indisputable video evidence.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, and the crowd doesn't like it, and I tend to agree with the crowd, but I'm not the replay official. And the problem is, it has to be indisputable video evidence. They didn't feel it was, and the play stands. Now, on the opposite end, if they would have called that complete on the field, it would have stood as well. And that's the way it happens sometimes in the replay game. Fedora's not happy, but you have to overcome these things.
So it negates a pickup of 22 yards. That would have been big on the drive for North Carolina. Tommy Hibbert's kick goes sideways and out at the 12-yard line, and that's where the Aztecs will take over. Many of the 63,000 here at Kenan Stadium not all too pleased. Punt of 32 yards.
And remember, just getting back to that one more time, he said the call stands on as called on the field, which means it's inconclusive. If they confirmed it, said it was confirmed, then they would have said they had video evidence that showed it was incomplete. Just not enough there for the replay booth.
Two-back set for Kaler and the Aztecs. And a handoff goes to Chase Price. He's got room across the 20. And that's the last play of the first quarter. Very much a possession half there for the Aztecs. Their opening possession took nearly 7 minutes. Carolina is fired up, the number 21 team in the country against San Diego State. Both teams 1-0 as we play football in week 2. No score after one quarter here at Kenan Stadium in North Carolina. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Mike Cousins, Rini Ngolia, so glad to have you along. With no score, that means the streak comes to an end for San Diego State as the Aztecs had scored a touchdown in 10 straight quarters. Second longest streak in the NCAA. And here they are now, first down and 10 for San Diego State. Price takes it, and a pickup to the 30-yard line for the junior from Diamond Bar, California. Last week against Northern Arizona, 11 carries, 45 yards for him. They spread it out. Both of these teams don't rely all too heavily on just one running back.
Yeah, Price is a good complement to Pumphrey. Chase Price, 5'8", 200 pounds. He's got a strong lower body, runs really well behind his pads, and you see for a shorter back how much power he ran with on that first down run.
Kaler rolling out, dumps it off. Dakota Gordon, the fullback, with power and some steam for a first down. Look at that guy. Doesn't he look like a former wrestler? Because he is.
And he looks like a Dakota, someone named Dakota. No, nice little release into the flat route. Good job by Kaler, throwing a ball on the run. Des Lawrence comes up to make that tackle. You see the pressure by Kaler, but nice job, puts the pass on the money. Dakota Gordon turns it up and picks up the first down. You know, San Diego State's doing a good job moving the football towards midfield. They're just not finishing drives off.
Gain of 8 by Gordon. They get it on the ground again. It's space to move up the middle. Chase Price cuts back to the near side, and a huge pickup for Price. Well into North Carolina territory, down at the 33.
Great job up front by the offensive line of San Diego State. Zach Dilley, Nico Saragusa, the left guard. Watch the seam right here that Price is going to hit on this. Just a lead play. Look at that nice hole, a little cut back to the left, and boy, just speed. Tries to get to the outside, covers up the ball nicely at the end, but a nice explosive play for San Diego State and Chase Price.
Gain of 29 on the carry. Kaler with a screen, finds Pumphrey, and the defense finds the running back. Blown up behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, number 2, Des Lawrence, exactly what you want to do. Come up from that cornerback position, he read screen, and it was like he was shot out of a missile. Watch him come up, read, react to the play, beat the block, and make the tackle. That's an exceptional job by that young man.
And a loss of 2 for San Diego State.
And of course, Pumphrey is hard to bring down in the open field. Pumphrey's one of those guys. Coach, offensive coordinator Bob Toledo told us they want to get him 20 to 25 touches, whether it's throwing the ball to him, handoff, screen passes. But that's exactly what you have to do to Pumphrey. Come up and lay the wood on him like Lawrence did right there.
On second down and 12, Kaler with time, over the middle of the field. The catch is made. Up ahead, Eric Judge down the sideline, and it's out inside the 5. Big pickup for San Diego State, using the run to set up the pass.
Yeah, very good protection by the offensive line. Judge is just going to run an over route, come all the way across the field, runs under the formation. Good ball by Kaler. Put it on, Judge on the run, and just like that, San Diego State first and goal.
33-yard grab for Judge, so short yardage here. Who did you give it to on the ground?
Well, I think you bring in your bigger back. Chase Price, put a big fullback to go to Gordon in front of him like you got. You got 2 tight ends in there, and you say, guess what, UNC, we're coming straight at you.
Nowhere to go, and a loss of yards on the play. Defense eats him up. Ethan Farmer, the only returning starter on the line, blows it up.
Nice play by Farmer, but, you know, I don't like the play call. This is a stretch play. They're trying to stretch it here. It gives the defense time to come up, which they did there with Farmer. When you're down there with a big offensive line, go between the guards, pound it, mano-y-mano. Say, guess what? We're going to bring it in. We're going to get it in the goal line over you. But when you try to go wide like that, gives the defense seams, and just like that, a 3-yard loss on first and goal.
A loss of 3 puts the Aztecs back at the 5. Price once again in the backfield. Kaler by himself puts it in the air, and it's taken away. North Carolina football. Wide open field, and this one is going all the way. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Brian Walker coming off a 1-game suspension, now with a bid for SportsCenter.
Yeah, an ill-advised pass by Kaler under pressure. See the ball sail on him as he tries to get it to go to Gordon. Brian Walker in the right place at the right time, and he's not going to be touched on his way for 6.
Now as they get set for the extra point, a flag comes in from the back of the end zone.
Looks like we're going to get an illegal substitution. Looks like San Diego State had 12 players on the field. So they're asking Larry Fedora if he wants to decline it or take it. If he declines it, they'll move it half the distance.
Illegal substitution on the defense, 12 players in the formation, half the distance to the goal, try for point.
Nevertheless, it was last week, third quarter, 22-21, Liberty leads in a 4-minute span. UNC's defense forced a flurry of turnovers. That helped them pull away, and they're 100 yards. Well, this group of defensive backs calls themselves the Rude Boys. Dre Bly coined that. Only the third 100-yard interception return for a touchdown in Carolina history. Brian Walker, the sophomore out of Charlotte, North Carolina, starting cornerback for UNC with a 100-yard interception return. First time that it's been done by a Tar Heels player since 1994, untouched, taking it all the way to the house with the interception against Quinn Kaler. That was big. That was a great drive there the Aztecs had going.
It's a momentum killer is an understatement. You got a 1st and goal at the 2. You go backwards on 1st down, then you're into a passing play, pressure, bad decision, and just like that, 100 yards the other way.
Nick Weiler kicks it away once again. Another touchback. And let's take one more look at Brian Walker taking it away from Kaler.
I want you to watch Jeff Schoutmer right here. He's normally the middle linebacker. He's lined up at defensive end. He's going to press. He's the one that's going to get the pressure on Kaler, forcing him to throw the ball prematurely. It sails on him. And then Brian Walker right there, the recipient. Boy, this is a top 10 ESPN SportsCenter nominee for sure. Good pressure by the defense, very versatile, and I love Walker. Once he catches the ball, turns into a runner and takes it to the house.
Kaler said last week, and this was the word he used of his performance, was subpar.
Yeah.
Didn't make good decisions, bad reads, he said. And now his team down 7-0 here, second quarter on the road. Stuffed on 1st down on the ground, Donnell Pumphrey. Right up the middle, Nathan Staub gets the stop. No gain.
Yeah, and if you're San Diego State, just keep doing what you're doing. You're moving the ball. You just got to protect it, and you got to score. Finish drives.
Kaler, delayed handoff, goes to Pumphrey. He's cutting through the middle and taken down from behind. Big pickup for Pumphrey.
Again, excellent blocking up front. Big hole once again, just a delayed draw. Good blocking there, 56, Nico Saragusa. I love how he opened that hole. And then Pumphrey hits it hard. Exactly what you want to do, no dancing. Get it north and south. And San Diego State, again, getting big yardage, big runs up the middle.
19-yard pickup. San Diego State, after that interception, averaging about 7 yards a play tonight. Kaler going one-on-one down the sideline. Catch is made. Eric Judge into the end zone for the SDSU score.
Number 81, Eric Judge for the touchdown.
And that's how you answer.
56 yards, Kaler to Judge.
Yeah, and the cornerback, number 6, MJ Stewart, he sat on that route, and Judge runs right by him. Right side of your screen, beautiful ball by Kaler, and you're going to see Judge wide open. You see Stewart trailing from behind, but a nice route, nice pass.
So Donnie Hagman now with a chance to tie the game. And the junior does just that. Well, it's been a couple big plays back-to-back. Brian Walker went 100 yards with the interception return. Kaler goes 56 to Eric Judge. We are tied in North Carolina. Touchdown apiece for San Diego State and number 21, North Carolina. In the last 45 years, just the 13th time that San Diego State has played here in the Eastern time zone. Now they get set to kick off after a 56-yard throw from Quinn Kaler to sophomore Eric Judge. Seamus McMorrow, the junior from San Diego, with a low kick midway through the end zone. The Tar Heels cover up and get set to come back out on offense. Now, Quinn Kaler has thrown 2 touchdowns in his last 2 passes. Just one of them didn't go where he wanted.
Yeah, one to the wrong team, one to the right team. Listen, a lot of momentum swings. You look like San Diego State was going to score as we see the pressure by Schottmer, the ill-advised pass by Kaler, and it goes 100 the other way by Brian Walker. But you love the spark, the moxie of a quarterback that can come back the very next series like Quinn Kaler does and throw a strike to Eric Judge for 56 yards. That's how you answer adversity. Great job by San Diego State and quarterback Quinn Kaler.
Speaking of quarterbacks, different one in here for Carolina. Mitch Trubisky finds Ryan Switzer his first catch of the night, gain of 8 from a redshirt freshman to a sophomore. This is not unexpected that UNC is switching quarterbacks here.
And a very young team, as you just said, a redshirt freshman to a sophomore.
Handoff goes to Elijah Hood, the very highly touted freshman. Larry Fedora says he's probably the best player in his 3 years here that they've recruited here out of the Tar Heel State.
A true freshman, big-bodied, 6 foot, 220 pounds, out of Charlotte, North Carolina. He can really pound it between the tackles. He's a good downhill runner with excellent speed.
Trubisky back to throw on a 1st and 10. Ball is tipped and it's taken away. Carolina gives it up. Interception along the defensive line, and it was big. John Sanchez.
And again, if you can't get to the quarterback, get those hands up. A lot of times when you can deflect it, good things will happen for defenses. As we take a look at here, Trubisky locks onto the receiver. You see the throw and you see it get deflected there. I believe it was 58, Alex Barrett. And big John Sanchez, 99, comes down with the interception. And just like that, San Diego State has the ball back.
6 yards on the return. And now they take over on the 29-yard line of 1st down and 10. Price gets the carry 1st down, shakes off a tackle and picks up 1. We had another momentum swing on our hands here. This is great field position for the Aztecs.
And now this is big for the UNC defense. Defensive coordinator Vic Koenig. We'll see how they answer, because boy, when you have to come right back on the field like that after your offense turns it over, let's see how they step up here and see if they can stop San Diego State and get the ball back for their offense.
Kaler sends Ruffel in motion. And they give it to Price once again.
Price on the carry for San Diego State.
And a nice pickup, 4 or 5 yards on 2nd down. Gets you to about 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, which is more of a manageable down and distance. You can call some different plays. And again, Kaler will come to the line of scrimmage. He will see what that UNC defensive front looks like, what the secondary looks like. As you see, wholesale substitutions are coming in for that UNC defense. It's up to Kaler to get him in the right play, take that pre-snap read, and this is the chess match. This is the game within the game.
Play clock down to 5 for San Diego State. Just in time. Kaler, 3rd down, incomplete. And a late flag Some pushing at the 25-yard line.
And if this is against North Carolina, it's killer. Your defense stopped them. You did what you wanted to do. You're going to create a long field goal attempt, but now you might give them an easy first down.
After the play, personal foul, defense, number 95, half the distance of the goal, automatic first down.
That's Tyler Powell, the defensive tackle.
Yeah, you see him right on the bottom of the ground here, these two. Let's see what happens. Just a little push afterwards, and the problem is the umpire's right there, and he's going to call it. That's an unforced penalty. You can't do that. Was it major? No, but it was stupid.
Rini, I'm going to disagree with you. I think it was more than little.
Yeah.
He pushed Darrell Green, who's 315 pounds. It takes a bit of force to move that kind of an object.
Yeah, I agree with you. Dumb, he can't do it, keeps the drive alive, and that's a killer.
Play clock at 2 after the penalty. Kaler takes the snap. He looks to the sideline, and he's got Ruffin. He goes out at the 8-yard line, pick up a 4 on a short gain. Ruffin with the catch, the guy they're most excited about at the wide receiver spot this year. Senior out of Long Beach, California. Last year, 68 catches, over 1,100 yards. Briefly thought about going to the NFL, came back for his senior year.
He's a good guy to target down here. Although he's only 6'1", he's got a good vertical leap. He can go up high, and he's got very strong hands.
I think the officials might be talking here to see whether this ball hit the ground on the throw to Ruffin.
And it may have, Mike.
Ruling on the field is a completed pass. The previous play is under review.
And here we go again. I'm going to redeem myself, although I think I got the first one right, but that's neither here nor there. Let's take a look at it here. You see the pass come out to Ruffin.
Oh, it's on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it hits the ground there, and the ball moves as it comes back into his hand. Let's take the second look at it here. I think this is the more definitive look. Now, the ball can touch the ground, but if it bounces in and moves a little bit, it's an incomplete pass. Again, we are right back to where we were earlier. Is it 100% indisputable video evidence that this ball hit the ground? It was ruled a completed pass on the field. You see the headline judge right there looking right at it. He called it a completion. Now, the ball clearly didn't skip in there, but it did touch the ground. But again, if you have your hands under it, it's just such a close call. I believe if it was called incomplete to begin with, it would stay incomplete. I'm probably going to be 0-2 here, but I believe the replay booth is going to stay with the call on the field as it's called. It'll stand, but I could be 0-2. We'll see.
As it was, a pickup of 4 for Ruffin, and the coaching staff told us, of all guys, he's got really strong hands.
And you know I'm going to be 0-2. You just know it. So, but that's why I'm not in the replay booth. I'm here.
Pretty clear look, though, from us. It might have been different had his hands been underneath the ball.
It definitely looked like it hit the ground. I just, looking at it again, is it indisputable evidence? No. But if they believe it hit the ground, they'll reverse it, and it'll be incomplete pass.
Both scenarios here, it'll either be a second down and 5 at the 7-yard line or a second and 10 or an incomplete pass at 12.
In the overall scheme of things, it's pretty negligible what happens here on this play, but yes, the crew wants to get it right.
After further review, the ruling on the field is reversed. The pass was incomplete. It will be second down and 10. Please reset the game clock to 7:13. 7-1-3. The clock will start on the snap.
And I will get one right before this game ends, Mike. Honestly, I will. Ball looked like it hit the ground. They believed it was indisputable that it hit the ground. They reversed the call, exactly what they should do. But again, negligible in the down and distance. Little time difference in the clock. They'll reset that, and it'll get rolling here on the whistle.
Don't worry, partner. We got 10 weeks left.
Yeah, we got a lot.
Donnell Pumphrey, the lone back after the incomplete pass. He cuts inside the 5 and across the goal line. Forget the pass. Put it on the ground. Pumphrey's in for 6 on a 12-yard scamper.
There's a defender out there for North Carolina that left something on the field, and Pumphrey made him leave it there. He sticks his right, watch him stick this right foot in the ground and make this cut. Watch this. Comes through the hole. Watch the right foot get stuck right here. See it? Boom. Right up field. And boy, Tim Scott's kind of like, whoops, left something there. Nice run by Donnell Pumphrey.
Very efficient drive from the Aztecs, and it's capped off by the extra point from Donnie Hageman.
And again, Pumphrey, fire plug in there. Watch him find the hole, gets it right, puts it in the right, and gets it in the end zone. We'll be back to Chapel Hill right after this.
The big play team tonight has been San Diego State. 7:08 left before halftime. They're up 14-7 here at North Carolina. And don't forget, Monday Night Football is back with a Week 1 doubleheader. At 7:10, Eli Manning and the new look offense. They're going West Coast this year. And the Giants return to the playoffs. They look to against the explosive Lions. And then at 10:20, Phillip Rivers and the Chargers take on Larry Fitzgerald and the Cardinals. Giants, Lions, 7:10. Chargers, Cardinals, 10:20 Monday on ESPN. That is former Carolina quarterback Caleb Presley wearing the jersey of Sylvester Williams, a former UNC defensive tackle. Presley decided after last year, I'm going to go study abroad, but wanted to help out with the team. He signals the plays in from the sideline and honors former Carolina players. This is Logan up to the 15. Maybe better letting that bounce, but he takes it out for UNC. And speaking of former UNC players, here's Chris Hamburger, Hall of Famer who served in the Army before coming to play here at the University of North Carolina. Arguably the most famous is Lawrence Taylor, who went on to a stellar NFL career, especially with the New York Giants, and Julius Peppers. And that was the jersey last week that was worn by Caleb Presley. Peppers was with Carolina and now with the Packers. Down by 7, Marquise Williams is back at quarterback, started the game for the Tar Heels, and he sends it over the middle for a completion on first down. Moving it up ahead to his tight end, Jack Tabb.
And we'll see how Marquise Williams does in this drive. He's been out a while. Remember, Trubisky went in there. San Diego State's had control of the ball, so we'll see how Marquise looks this series.
And he pitches it out. They move the ball ahead with Elijah Hood, the freshman, who carried 8 times last week for 43 yards. We talked about how highly talented he was. He came in as the number 80 player in the ESPN 300 after his senior year of high school.
And you can tell by watching him run, he's a very good downhill runner, but he's got the speed to bounce it outside as well. He's going to be an unbelievable player in his career here at North Carolina.
Now they're going to try and use the speed of Switzer to the outside. And the Aztecs defense all over it, shutting him down.
Well, exactly what you want to do. Jet sweep there to Ryan Switzer. San Diego State, just run, baby, just run. Run to the sideline, stretch it out. Switzer's one of those versatile wide receivers. It's a former running back, so he's comfortable taking handoffs. But that time, San Diego State defends that perfectly.
Second down and 9, ball is loose. Williams has it, trying to make something of a broken play, and it's incomplete. Looking for Quinshad Davis. Step for step, J.J. Whitaker was there.
Well, good job by Williams just to pick up that snap. Could have been disaster again for Carolina. A little low, looks like it hit his hands, and he dropped it. Alex Barrett with good pressure, hitting Williams as he throws the ball. incomplete. And the San Diego State defense, this Rocky Long, 3-3-5, standing up all over the field, is playing some good football right now.
UNC 2 of 4 on third down, under pressure, and incomplete over the middle. Wanted Bug Howard, their top wide receiver.
Pass intended for Bug Howard, incomplete.
And now one of the offensive linemen for UNC is down with a fourth down coming up.
Yeah, Marquise Williams was under pressure. Once again, you see a lot of stunts, a lot of moving around from that San Diego State defensive front. Not very big, but boy, are they active, and they run to the football. Once again, getting pressure on Williams, causing the incomplete pass, and just like that, Carolina will be punting.
The athletic training staff is out to have a look at Landon Turner. That's the right guard along this offensive line, the junior out of Harrisonburg, Virginia. He went down holding his left knee after that play where the pocket quickly collapsed against Marquise Williams.
Yeah, I mean, he's the leader of that offensive line. 17 career starts for Turner. Big right guard, 6'4", 315. You know, hopefully, you know, a lot of times those big offensive linemen in there, there's all kinds of traffic. They get rolled up on a little bit. You hope it's nothing serious, and you hope the big man can get back in this game.
Good to see him be able to put some weight on that left knee as he comes off the field. A very experienced member of their offensive line. (14-7) San Diego State with the lead over number 21 North Carolina. 5:41 to go here in the second quarter. Carolina comes into this game as the favored team. So far, San Diego State, traveling cross country, has certainly gone punch for punch.
And remember, the North Carolina offense still hasn't scored today. Their only touchdown, the 100-yard interception return.
The kick from Tommy Hibbert. Bounces at the 35. And Lloyd Mills gets out of the way as Carolina's special teams converges. San Diego State gets ready to take the field once again. Landon Turner will get that left knee taken a look at on the sideline. Aztecs with the ball on the other side. It's possession and a 7-point lead for head coach Rocky Long at San Diego State here against the University of North Carolina at Kenan Stadium. And a first down for the Aztecs. Quinn Kaler under center. Chase Price runs off tackle, and a nice gain on first down. The team, San Diego State, that has seen great offensive improvement, and that's for sure. Their last 53 games, 35 wins, prior 108, one shy of that number. They've made 4 straight bowl games. Last year they had Bulls au gratin in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, going 49-24 against Buffalo.
And there's only one other team in California that can say they've been to 4 straight bowl games, and that's Stanford.
Nothing doing at the line of scrimmage. Quite a game today between Stanford and USC.
Tough loss for the Cardinals. But it's good to see an SC program under Steve Sarkisian starting to come back. And you see Price go off the field there. Of course, the rule, your helmet comes off, you got to go off for one, and he's off for the next play.
Same as if on an injury. Neither team has been stellar on third down so far. San Diego State, 1 out of 4. Kaler now on the run. And his throw goes wide, incomplete. Adam Roberts along the far sideline.
Yeah, nice defense by the Tar Heels there. Defensive coordinator Vic Kenan told us he doesn't like to blitz a lot, but he'll run a lot of stunts. They ran a stunt there. Good pressure, forced Kaler out of the pocket. Devontae Brown, good pressure on that play. Good coverage in the secondary, and just like that, North Carolina defense steps up. Is going to get the ball back here for their offense.
Vic Kenan, and every coach is concerned. He said, look, we're a team that in the ACC, we're built to stop the spread. We're not necessarily built to stop this style of offense. But they get the third down here, and Switzer takes the punt and goes right to the ground. Switzer was big last year, as was the rest of the offense. This is December 21st, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl in Boise, Idaho. Quinn Kaler, he doesn't look too fast, but there he goes, 29 yards out. Whoop, back to the other side. He goes in, makes it 7-0 on top of the University at Buffalo. Now Dylan Denso takes it in for 25. That made it 28-10. And Adam Roberts over the middle grabs it from 11 yards out. Kaler had a great day tossing the football.
I think it's the blue turf. It makes you look slower. I think that's what Quinn would say if you asked him.
Again, a guy who tried to walk on here in 2010 was turned away. And last year took over the starting job at Ohio State. Williams has his pass on first down, batted to the ground, incomplete.
And that's like the third or fourth ball we've seen knocked out of the air by San Diego State defensive front. They do an excellent job timing their leaps. And again, it's 58 Alex Barrett. I believe that's the second one he's tipped tonight. And Marquise Williams, he's a bigger quarterback, 6'2" with a high release. So good timing by San Diego State.
Romar Morris around the corner, picked up a burst and takes it across the 30-yard line for a game that'll make it third down and a manageable distance for North Carolina.
Yeah, and now we see Romar Morris, the third tailback tonight. Good speed around the end. Gets it to a short 3rd and 2, and look how quick North Carolina's going here. Trying to catch San Diego State a little off guard, not in the right defense.
No down lineman for the Aztecs on 3rd and 2. The type of unique looks that Larry Fedora said he expected his team to see from Rocky Long. Pitch on 3rd and 2, no sir. A loss of 2. Calvin Munson bursting through the line, the sophomore from Missouri with the tackle.
Yeah, and they go with a quick pitch, and you see Munson get off the block, scrape to the outside, and blow the play up. Just a great job. He beats Switzer, who tries to block him. That's a mismatch, and Munson takes down the ball here. Now, I tell you what, I mean, San Diego State, you said it, defensive front standing up. I'd blow off the ball, try to blow them back, and run it right up the middle. I mean, I think when you're standing up as a defensive front, you don't have leverage. The offensive line can get low. They try to go wide on it, and that plays to the strength of that San Diego State defense.
Lloyd Mills calls for a fair catch back at the 20-yard line. Another good stand there from the San Diego State defense, which is young. It was an area of concern for this team coming into this year. Rocky Long, not only the head coach, but also the defensive coordinator. You know, back when he got hired, he said, look, if I can't find anybody to do it better, I'm just going to do it myself. And so far, so good tonight.
Look, they got 8 first-time starters on that defense this year. And we talked to Rocky Long. The keys of this defense today, they want to cause some turnovers, pressure the quarterback. They know they're going to probably give up some big plays, although they haven't yet tonight. He wants his defense to be resilient and be able to bounce back. And so far, they've played excellent in this first half.
Time for a 2-minute, 32-second drive. The Aztecs want to take the clock down. Kaler, plenty of time, goes across the middle and has a man up to the 50-yard line. That's his favorite target, Ezel Ruffin, for a huge gain on first down.
And Ruffin lined up to the right side of the formation. Just a crossing route, clears everyone. You're going to see him coming from the right side of your screen. Watch Kaler just waits till he clears the zone. Little pitch and catch, nice catch by Ruffin, and a good pickup for San Diego State. And just like that, they're at the 50-yard line, and the 2 minutes and 25 seconds is nothing. They got all the time in the world. They can run their normal offense and try to go down the field and put a score on before halftime.
There is a flag on the play, and that's all the way back at the 16-yard line. The line of scrimmage was the 19. As it stands, a gain of 31 for San Diego State.
Personal foul, face mask on the offense. Number 46, half a distance to the goal, replay first down.
Fullback Dakota Gordon with his penalty negating a 31-yard grab.
Yeah, and that's killer. Watch the top of your screen here. You're going to see he's right here, Dakota Gordon. Let's watch that right hand gets up there. And I tell you what, they missed that. He grabbed his shoulder pad. He did not grab his face mask. Now, if you want to call holding, all right, maybe I'll give that to you. But that's a missed call by the officiating crew. He did not grab the face mask. Now, it is a point of emphasis. Hands to the face. We saw a lot of those penalties today up by the face mask, so they're going to be watching it. If you get the wrong angle as official, it's going to look like a face mask, but he was not on the face mask.
After the penalty, the Aztecs keep it on the ground. Pumphrey through the first tackler and up ahead to the 15. This certainly changes the scope of how they might approach these 2 minutes now.
Well, it absolutely does. You know, you had it 1st and 10 at the 50 with 2:25. Now you're backed up inside your 15. You have the lead. You don't want to make any mistakes. Offensive coordinator Bob Toledo, they are going to take their time. They're going to run the play clock down, and they're content going to halftime at 14-7. The worst thing you can do is make a mistake, let Carolina get points here before the first half ends.
Kaler rolling out. He throws across his body and out of bounds over the head of Dakota Gordon. Especially, you don't want to make a mistake here. UNC is going to receive in the third quarter.
Well, and here's the thing, too. Because they threw there on 2nd down, the clock stopped. 3rd down here in 14. Even if they run the ball, Carolina comes up and makes the tackle. You blow one of your timeouts. You got all 3 of them. You force a punt. You're going to get the ball back about midfield with about 1:05 left. How good would it be for Carolina if they can get this ball back, put some points on, even if it's a field goal, before the first half ends?
Play clock down to 5 seconds on a crucial play here with 1:18 left in the half. And the flags come in. They did not get the snap off in time.
Delay game on the offense, number 18, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Yeah, and now you're 3rd and 19. If you decide to throw the ball for your San Diego State, boy, brings a lot of things into the equation that can be bad for you. Might want to just run a little draw play here. Let Carolina burn one of their timeouts, try to punt it out of there and play defense. But this Carolina defense has done exactly what they needed to do on this series. Of course, aided by the big penalty call.
4 wide receivers, Pumphrey in the backfield. It's the draw. Now some room for Pumphrey. They get back to near the original line of scrimmage. And whistles come in from the near sideline as UNC does take its first timeout.
Yeah, and
Timeout, North Carolina. Their first charge timeout, 30-second timeout.
that's the call I thought they would have run on 2nd down. Little lead draw to Pumphrey. Then you get Carolina to blow one of their timeouts. Then you come back on 3rd down, you run it again. At least they got to blow another one, and you punt it out of there. Now Carolina's going to get the ball back, decent field position. Like I said, about 1:05, 1:02 left with 2 timeouts. Plenty of time to put a drive together and get on the board before half. And again, it would be huge for the offense. This UNC offense hasn't scored yet this first half. The only points coming from the defensive interception return.
They've punted the ball 4 times tonight. And now Ryan Switzer is going to go back to return this punt from Joel Alisi. Switzer last year tied the NCAA single season record, 5 punt returns for a touchdown. Now those all came in the last 5 games. Nevertheless, it's game-changing speed for the sophomore at 5'10", 180 pounds. Switzer takes it and goes down quickly. Great special teams coverage there from San Diego State. And Pierre Romain to wrap up Franklin.
And again, a great punt, good coverage, and exactly what you do. A lot of people thought San Diego State wasn't going to kick to Switzer. Well, they are, but what they're doing is they're getting on their horses. They're covering these kicks. Very good hang time on the punt. Exactly what you want to do. That's how you nullify a good returner. High hang time and cover that kick.
Marquise Williams has been out there for all but 1 drive today. That was Mitch Trubisky, who threw an interception. That's out to Switzer, far sideline. swarming San Diego State defense, and he stops the clock at 54 seconds.
Yeah, he was going to come back to the inside, decided to swing back out to the outside to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
23 on the tackle for the Aztecs.
After a gain of 2, Williams back to throw again. It's got to be a quick strike here for Carolina. Jump ball out of the hands of Quinshad Davis. Some battling for it there as he went up with J.J. Whitaker.
And that's what you want on your defensive back. Listen, that's a 50-50 ball. Marquise Williams throws to Quinshad Davis, and you want your corner, J.J. Whitaker, to get up and be physical. It's a jump ball. Get up there right now. He's not really sure. A little push. You know, it's football. Guys have emotions. I'd hate to see a 15-yarder thrown there. You know, he's got to ease up a little bit, but nothing egregious there. That's just a good football play. Just let it go a little bit at the end.
Aztecs bring the heat. Williams puts it up in the air and out of bounds. Nicely done as he was fading away. He went down to the 15, and Derek Largent, the senior, brought the pressure.
And I tell you right now, this defensive front from San Diego State is confusing
Timeout.
North Carolina.
San Diego State. Your second. 30-second timeout.
And you're going to see the pressure coming. A lot of stunts, a lot of blitz in there. 48 right up the middle. Excellent job by Josh Gabbert, putting the pressure on Marquise Williams along with 50, Derek Largent. And I tell you what, lucky that Marquise Williams has a strong enough arm to get that ball back past the line of scrimmage to prevent a grounding. He did, but again, San Diego State defense playing lights out in this first half. Rocky Long, the head coach and defensive coordinator, has to be thrilled with his unit thus far.
What do you make of this timeout here with 41 seconds to go?
Yeah, you know, I'm assuming he's trying to get his special teams lined up, whether they're going to call some type of return or they're going to go after this punt. Because 41 seconds left, you only have one timeout. They want to try to put points on, no doubt about it.
Not a lot of time, and Lloyd Mills is back deep. He lets it bounce and now tries to sneak through. No. Travis Hughes, we've seen now on back-to-back punts, Pierre Romain and Travis Hughes with some excellent tackling.
Travis Hughes, he hits like a bullet. He shot out of a cannon here. Good job. And you know, and I like the fact that the returner picked it up. Now, Hughes has to be careful here because you see him barking. He's definitely barking at him, and a lot of times that'll draw you a flag, but he's got a motor that runs all the time, does Travis Hughes, 6'2", 220 out of Virginia Beach, and he'll hit you.
Looked like he might have been trying to deke out the coverage team there to say, I'm going to let it bounce and maybe sneak through.
Yeah, and it's okay to do that as long as you know you get a nice bounce and you can get it. So nice job there. Right now, you know, again, I think San Diego State has to be careful. I would not be surprised if they just take a knee here, take this thing to the house. You see they're running a player on late. They're going to get another delay of game penalty, but it's not going to matter. They're just going to knee this thing and get to the house up 14-7.
Delay game on the offense, number 18, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Perfectly content with that in a game where, at least to this point, it's been defense for the most part that has controlled the game. A little bit of a surprise, seeing as it was two offenses we thought that might push back against one another.
Yeah, no doubt. As I said before, San Diego State defense playing lights out. Carolina defense given a little bit, and really not much out of that Carolina offense. No points in this first half. So there'll be some regrouping by Larry Fedora in the locker room, no doubt. But we got a good ball game, no doubt.
Rocky Long taking his team on the road. Both of these squads winners in week one, and UNC's only score a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown from Brian Walker. There it is, and at the break in Chapel Hill, the Aztecs with a 7-point lead. You're watching the ACC on ESPN. Moments away from the kickoff to get the second half going here at Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill. 14-7 San Diego State leading UNC. And you look down that left side column, Reedy, it's all San Diego State. Neither team fared very well on third downs. It was just, as we just talked about, defense very big. But when it comes to time of possession, that's exactly what San Diego State wanted, to keep it out of the hands of Carolina.
The other thing they want to do was get first downs. You saw 11 there, and rushing yards. Excellent first half for that San Diego State offense.
Now they're set to kick it away. And we are off and running here in the third quarter. T.J. Logan, the return up the near sideline and out across the 25. First down and 10 coming up for North Carolina. And a return of 27 yards.
Yeah, a nice kickoff return to get this second half started. Let's see now what Larry Fedora did. Seth Luttrell, head assistant coach in charge of offense. Let's see if they changed anything here. They just need to get some type of spark. They need to get going here in this third quarter.
Their last 5 drives, they only went 54 yards. Again, no offensive scores for UNC within the first half. It's Switzer in motion, and the handoff goes up the middle. Logan gets the first carry to get things going here for UNC. Last week, this was a team that was all about who is going to play quarterback. Marquise Williams had 10 drives. Mitch Trubisky had 8 last week. Trubisky has been in for only a couple of plays today through an interception. It's been Williams for the majority of the evening. He goes to the near side. Quinshawn Davis picks up a first down and goes out of bounds at the 45. J.J. Whitaker pushes him out.
And Larry Fedora may choose just to go with Marquise Williams, get him in a rhythm. Once you're in a rhythm and a flow, you want to keep him in there. Right now, that was a good throw by Williams. Nice catch, and they're moving the chains.
Run to the outside, and Logan gains a couple on first down. What Larry Fedora said last week, he said Marquise will be our starting quarterback, and we'll use Mitch as we need to throughout a game. But I'm partial to what you said here, is when one guy has it going, why switch that up?
Yeah, and we saw the graphic. The first few series for North Carolina moved the ball well. You take a quarterback out, he kind of gets out of rhythm. So I got to believe that they're going to go with Williams a lot this second half.
He steps up in the pocket, now avoids a tackle, and throws it to the 40. Switzer absorbs a big hit, and that's where he goes down. First down, J.J. Whitaker flies in from the backside.
An excellent throw there by Marquise Williams, and that's what he can do. He's a dynamic athlete. He extended that play, rolling out to his right and threw a strike to Switzer for the first down.
Ball goes back to Logan. How about that? He runs right through Trey Lomax, and it's a first down.
And you can already see a different attitude in this UNC offense, especially that front line. Offensive line had a talking to, I'm sure. Looks way more aggressive in the second half.
Big pace. Logan the carry.
And if you're UNC, you have to establish a running game. So I like what they're doing here. Once you get that running game going, it will open up play action pass. Let Marquise Williams roll out. It's going to open up the entire offense.
6 first downs in the first half for UNC. 3 of them now just on this drive alone, as well as they've moved the ball all night. Ball stays in the hands of Williams. A dive forward, and he goes to the 24-yard line.
Man, that's just a called sweep to the right to Williams. Sees a little seam backside, cuts it up, picks up 3 or 4. Manageable down and distance here on third down, but a big third down early in this third quarter for Carolina. They really want to extend this drive and try to put 6 on the board.
Tar Heels with a 3rd and 5. And that tip to the line of scrimmage and almost intercepted.
And Josh Gabbert, 48, gets his hands up, and another ball.
Could have been the 2nd interception for John Sanchez.
Listen, it's the 5th or 6th ball. Watch left side of the screen. Watch 48, exactly what you want to do. He's engaged by the tackle. He can't get to the quarterback, but he gets those hands up to knock it down.
Here's Thomas Moore, the senior from right here in Chapel Hill, put on scholarship after the summer to try from 41 yards. And his kick is no good, wide to the left. A very nice Tar Heels drive stalls after they can't get the completion. San Diego State takes over with the lead when we return to Chapel Hill. It's a very unique defense for San Diego State. They run a 3-3-5 set under Rocky Long, their head coach, defensive coordinator. They've been getting active and getting their hands up tonight.
Well, they're very athletic. Number 58, Alex Barrett, deflects that one. John Sanchez with the interception. You see Barrett again. Nice bull rush up the middle. Gets those arms up there. Exactly what you want to do. And this last one we just saw, 48, Josh Gabbert. You saw him engaged in the tackle. Couldn't get to the quarterback, but timed his leap perfectly. We saw 3 there. It was about 2 more in this game. Doing an excellent job. Very active with their hands at San Diego State defensive front.
The Tar Heels missed a field goal from 41 yards, and that sets up this first down and a new possession for the Aztecs.
Gain of 5 on the play.
Glad to have you along here on a beautiful night. Real steamy, but it's turned a lot more comfortable. Rainey Angolia, Mike Cousins. San Diego State holding this 7-point lead early on in the third quarter in Chapel Hill. Kaler to throw, steps up. And flags come in at the back of the play. And it's blown down. Pass went to Robert Craighead, the tight end, as that play disintegrated. And 2 flags down.
Usually when you get hit with the flag, you're the culprit of holding. So it's going to be holding here. It's going to back San Diego State up.
Holding on the offense, number 72, 10-yard penalty, second down.
That's the right guard, Darrell Green, the junior out of Oakley, California.
Yeah, watch the right side of your screen. He's right there. Hook him. You see that right arm hooked? It's holding all day long. Ethan Farmer with the good pressure to cause that holding. But once you get that big right arm hooked in there, going to get it called every time.
I only want you to hook him in Texas. Yeah. The screen play, and the Tar Heel defense was all over that. Smart play there from the senior Kaler just to get rid of it and not give it up real close inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, again, good pressure by North Carolina here, and you're right. They recognize the screen, read and react. Kaler just throws that one away. Good pressure there by 9, Travis Hughes, giving Kaler the hit as he released the ball, and you see the North Carolina defense trying to get this crowd back into it. Really haven't heard them since the interception return for the touchdown.
Only 1 third down conversion tonight for San Diego State. This is 3rd and 15, 1 on the play clock. Kaler going deep downfield, and the catch is made. It's a foot race toward the goal line, and Ruffin is ripped down inside the 20. Wow, a 3rd and 15, and now a red zone try coming up.
Absolutely killer. Zal Ruffin one-on-one on the outside, and just a perfectly thrown ball by Quinn Kaler. You see the safety, number 7, Tim Scott, try to come over the top. Could not get there in time, but boy, you want to talk about putting the ball in the bucket? Wow, Quinn Kaler. Couldn't have walked out there and placed it better for Ruffin. Nice catch and another big explosive play for the San Diego State offense.
59 yards on the reception and a first down. Now some confusion.
Timeout, San Diego State. Their first charged out. The second half, it'll be the 32nd timeout.
Play clock was winding down there for Kaler and the offense. Tune in tomorrow night as reigning AL MVP Miguel Cabrera and the Tigers host Hunter Pence and the Giants. Tigers 2.5 back at Kansas City in the AL Central. Giants lead the wild card ahead of Milwaukee and Atlanta. It's Sunday Night Baseball presented by Taco Bell. Tigers and Giants tomorrow night at 8 on ESPN and also live on Watch ESPN. Vic Koenig, who runs the defense This North Carolina squad not too happy after that 59-yard pickup.
On 3rd and 15. I mean, you just cannot do that. That's a killer. Your defense is playing good. One-on-one on the outside, though. Give Ruffin credit, beating the corner. And again, the beautiful pass by Quinn Kaler.
Roberts, the fullback, goes in motion. After the timeout, North Carolina snuffs out the running play, and Travis Hughes comes in from the weak side to take down Pumphrey.
Yeah, 96 Ethan Farmer was in there as well. Been very active from the defensive tackle spot. This is good penetration by the defense. Again, Hughes shoots up there like
suplex.
A rocket, and he's pretty strong, I would say.
Senior out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, had 7 tackles last week. Their lopsided win over Liberty. After a loss of 2, Kaler goes wide open. It's his fullback Roberts pulling his way down to the 11. Multiple flags come out after the play. Lost his helmet.
And I love that out of Adam Roberts. You see that stiff arm he threw there, Mike? That's old school football. Release out of the backfield, makes the catch, doesn't go out of bounds.
Personal foul, face mask. Defense, number 7, half a dozen to the goal, first down.
And now Roberts can stay in the game. He doesn't have to go out, although he is. His helmet was ripped off because of a foul. He can stay in the game, but watch him here. Come back, watch your right hand. Get out of here, nice, I like that. You see Scott, Tim Scott, try to hang on for dear life, get some help. But in the play, grabs the face mask, and we'll get a half the distance penalty added on for San Diego State.
A little bit of a mismatch there. Roberts at 235, Scott a $195.
And Roberts, exactly what you want to do. You don't go out of bounds. Keep it back in, throw a stiff arm, and pick up that first down.
At the 6-yard line. Kaler gives it off Pumphrey, and he'll get a few yards through the middle. That offensive line tries to push the pile.
Yeah, and if you're Pumphrey, 5'9", 170, you get behind that big offensive line like he just did, and let him push you right in there, get down low, grind it out, try to get this thing in the end zone.
Offensive line is where the Aztecs do have an advantage size-wise. They average about 315 across that front. Back to Pumphrey. He takes it left side, and he's in for the score. Aztecs now up 20-7.
A nice lead block there by 46, Dakota Gordon. And the thing you noticed when they got 1st and goal that time, Mike, as opposed to the last time, they went wide last time, lost the play, threw the interception, pick 6. That time right up the gut behind that big offensive line. Pumphrey, the recipient of a touchdown, but excellent blocking. 46, Dakota Gordon, and that entire offensive line of San Diego State.
Got to credit Terry Poole, the left tackle, for sealing off that lane as well. On the ground is where San Diego State scored. This play set up by a big gain from Ezel Ruffin, but Pumphrey punches it in, a 14-point edge. For some fans, Carolina in their mind might be a better place to be at this point, because in actual North Carolina, not so great for UNC at home, down 21-7 against San Diego State. Donnell Pumphrey with a couple scores on the ground. And now Seamus McMorrow, the junior out of San Diego, ready to let it fly. And here comes Logan. Right across the 35, keeping the feet moving. That'll be a first down for North Carolina.
And let's take a look at that last touchdown. So you want to be a fullback? Watch 46, Dakota Gordon here. He's going to lead block right here, and he's going to meet 96 Ethan Farmer. 235 pounds versus 295. Boom. Hit him in the hole and follow through with the lead block. Do the dirty work. I love to see good fullbacks like that. Pumphrey follows him through. That is an excellent called and executed football play.
Yeah, he likes being away from Montezuma Mesa, that's for sure. 9 touchdowns and 8 career games on the road. Tiptoeing along the sideline. Marquise Williams does a nice job. The junior out of Charlotte, and a flag on the play.
Been a busy crew tonight.
Our referee tonight, Dave Epperly, in this ACC crew.
There was no foul for a block in the back. The player was missed. Second down.
How about this for San Diego State? The last time that they led any top 25 team, and Carolina is number 21, in the second half by at least 2 touchdowns was back in '92 against number 23 Hawaii.
It's been a while.
Williams nearly intercepted. He had 2 receivers over the middle and wasn't really near either one of them. That was Billy Vaughn Jr., the freshman, who almost had the interception.
Yeah, just out of sync here. Good time, good pocket. Just lets it go, and it sails him. Now, I watch a lot of film on Marquise Williams. When he does not set his left foot and step into the throw, the ball sail on him, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Just 2 of 8 on 3rd down tonight for UNC. Williams with speed turns the corner and does just get enough. A pickup of 3 where they needed 2 for a first down.
And I like the sense of urgency. Williams knew what he needed there. They go option right. He sees the seam. He knows the yards to gain for the first down. He keeps the chains moving.
He gives it off to the stellar freshman Elijah Hood around the corner, 50-yard line, and then some more, where he was met head-on. Josh Galver. And they really like him. I know, Rennie, you said at halftime they should probably give him the ball a little bit more.
Yeah, I was talking to Ethan Albright, 16-year veteran in the NFL. He's the color analyst for Tar Heels Radio. He was telling me that Hood squatted 600 pounds in the offseason, and he did it easy, and I said, yeah, you can stop there.
My legs hurt just thinking about that. San Diego State brings the blitz. And a very short gain, if any, as the pass goes to Elijah Hood. J.J. Whitaker up to make the tackle.
They tried to run a screen pass, but when you're an offensive line, 65 Jared Cohen, and you get out in space, you got to block people. Because this San Diego State defense flies at a football. If you come underneath the blocks, which they do, you're going to blow the plays up. And that's exactly what San Diego State did on that screen pass from UNC.
They swap out running backs. Logan, great pass protector in. Williams dumps it off. Completion and a first down. Going up the sideline to Kendrick Singleton.
And that time, Marquise Williams had them. Watch him set that right foot, step through, and throw a strike to Singleton. Nice catch and run for the first down.
Last drive, when we saw this Tar Heels offense come out, they were moving, they stalled, 41-yard field goal try, nothing doing. When they can consistently pick up first downs, that's when it seems like everything's moving the way they want. Now, botched handoff. Williams wanted Logan. He falls on it instead.
Yeah, and just too much of that tonight so far for Carolina. And what we haven't seen out of them, which we've seen out of San Diego State, is the big explosive play. You know, they could really use someone to break one here, get a big score, and just get some life and momentum back on that Carolina sideline.
Four wide receivers, one-on-one coverage, and Williams with an overthrow. Bug Howard going down the sideline.
And that's a ball when you throw to a receiver like Bug Howard, 6'4", 200 pounds. You know, give him a chance to go up and get it. You know, go up. You got to give him a chance. Good defense there by Billy Vaughn, the defensive back. But Howard has a size advantage over him. At least give him an opportunity to make that catch.
Going forward on fourth down. Williams to the ground. And he's got the first just past the marker. The secondary covered everybody, did not account for Williams.
And good recognition by Marquise Williams there. This is not a draw, it's a throw. He sees it open up, very smart, becomes a runner and picks up the first down.
To the outside they go with Morris. Right after that fourth down play, snap it within 20 seconds and keep that heavy breathing going for the Aztecs defense.
Yeah, they really haven't had this Aztecs defense on their heels at all tonight. Starting to get going here midway through the third quarter.
UNC right now looking for its first offensive touchdown of the night, and Switzer takes a hard hit coming over the middle. Flags come in after the play.
And that's that tunnel screen I talked about. When you come back inside like that as a small receiver like Switzer, you are coming back into some big, big bodies. And that time, he took a big shot coming back through the middle.
After the play, personal foul, defense number 99, half a distance to the goal, first down.
Defensive lineman John Sanchez earlier in the game, an interception, and there a penalty moves the ball closer toward pay dirt for UNC.
Yeah, first and goal here for Carolina, and let's see what they can do down here inside the red zone.
First time, Reedy, they've been here tonight.
And I stand corrected, it's not going to be first and goal. They can get a first down just inside the one.
Carry to Elijah Hood.
And 54, Kelvin Munson, 6'1", 235-pound linebacker out of St. Charles, Missouri. Very active tonight. Again, meets Hood in the backfield there. And that's what you see. Not a lot of huge linebackers in defensive front for San Diego State, but very active, and they react to the ball carrier extremely quick.
Second down at 10. Fade to the corner of the end zone. Quinshaw Davis has the score, and North Carolina with its first offensive touchdown of the night.
Just an exceptional catch by Quinshaw Davis, and a phenomenal pass by Marquise Williams. Exactly what you want to do. That is a back shoulder fade where either the receiver catches it or no one does. Back shoulder, goes back, makes the catch, does Davis, and just like that, the UNC offense is on the board.
14 plays in 65 yards, punctuated by an 11-yard toss to Quinshaw Davis. Their offensive coordinator, Seth Luttrell, said, we've got to maximize our matchups. When they've got the height, they use it in a 7-point game here at Kenan Stadium. This number 14 in the black and Carolina blue hauls it in from 11 yards out. And all of a sudden, a 7-point game here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. With Rini Angolia, Mike Cousins. Thanks for being with us tonight. And the Tar Heels get set to kick it away. Nick Weiler. He has been a touchback machine this season, and he does it once again. Make sure to get your NFL Sunday started on ESPN. And also tune in for the WNBA Finals. But at 10 a.m. Sundays, it's Sunday NFL Countdown presented by Snickers. Host Chris Berman and the gang provide all the latest news and updates from stadiums around the league right up until kick. And before you set your lineups, catch our experts provide the latest news, injury reports, and predict the top fantasy performers on Fantasy Football Now, presented by Papa John's, 11 a.m. Eastern on ESPN2, and watch ESPN. WNBA Finals, by the way, tomorrow, 3:30. Chicago Sky, Phoenix Mercury. Here now, first down and 10 for San Diego State, and they keep it on the ground. Carolina defense was waiting for that. The carry by Chase Price.
And 9, Travis Hughes in there again on the stop. Been very active tonight for that Tar Heel defense.
As Jones gained 1 on the play.
And we talked to defensive coordinator Vic Keening about Hughes. He said, kind of beats to a different drum, but he's like a rocket when he hits people. Flies around in the football, and exactly what you want out of your outside linebacker.
Kaler to throw. He's got Roberts open in the flat. The fullback takes it up for a first down. And the ball squirts out of bounds, but he's up ahead to the 36. for a nice pickup there. It goes for 10 yards. 216 now on the night for Kaler. More than 200 yards passing in 14 straight games.
You're going to see a missed tackle right here by number 3 for Carolina. And the fullback does exactly what you want to do. Cut it back inside.
And it was Dakota Gordon, I beg your pardon, not Roberts.
Cut it back upfield and pick up the first down.
Roberts this time leading the way for Chase Price.
And that was Sam Smiley, the play before that, missed that tackle. Those are the plays when you have a chance to make a tackle, keep him short of the first down, you got to make those plays. But fullback Gordon did a nice job picking up that first down on the play previous to this one.
Price deep in the backfield on 2nd down and 5. Kaler gives it away. Price through the hole. Pickup of a few. Malik Simmons coming in from the Rams spot. A hybrid linebacker defensive back spot in this defense. They've got 2 hybrid spots. A linebacker defensive back spot and a defensive end linebacker spot. A lot of things they can do with this defense.
Yeah, so, you know, it's not a lot of bigger guys, but good size and athletic that can run to the football.
They go to the outside on 3rd down, and the push does not appear to be enough for Donnell Pumphrey.
Well, you saw the Aztecs that time get to the ball very quick. You saw the weird formation, a quick pitch trying to beat North Carolina to the point of attack, but boy, Carolina defense, give them credit. They were set, they were ready, they strung that play out, and they stopped San Diego State short of that first down.
Joel Alisi to punt and Ryan Switzer back waiting for the return for the Tar Heels. Special teams got in on that one, and a flag comes in, so some contact. The Aztecs down at the 33. We're going to check in again with Dave Epperly, the referee, to clarify this flag back at the 31.
Yeah, and he's going to call running into the kicker, but at 4th and 1, it's going to give him a first down.
Running into the kicker. 5-yard penalty, resulting in a first down. Number 35.
And they definitely have a block called here. They're coming after it. You know, and from that angle, you can't really see it, but the official's right there. We're going to get a good look at it here. Now, the punter's in a very vulnerable position right there. I think he did a good acting job, but that's what he's supposed to do as a punter. The referee, Dave Epperly, is at an angle at which that definitely looks like running into the kicker, and he's going to call it every time.
Damian Washington knocked for the penalty, and it gives a first down and more life to this drive for San Diego State. Pumphrey the carry, he's through the line, and a first down and more. Nice pickup going through the middle, and San Diego State immediately makes North Carolina pay for the penalty.
Yeah, and we've seen that a couple times tonight where the defense had him stop, was going to get the ball back, and we've seen penalties that have kept drives alive. And right off the bat after that penalty, Nico Saragusa with the good block, and again, Pumphrey churning those legs out with a nice run, picking up another first down for San Diego State.
They carry a 14. Chase Price immediately gobbled up. That goes for a loss. Pumphrey came off the field after that last play. San Diego State certainly hopes he's all right, but DeJuan Drennan, the redshirt freshman defensive end, fell right on top of him, and it looked like his one shoulder was bothering him a little bit.
You know, closing in on that 100-yard mark. He looks okay, and you know he wants to get back in his ball game.
He went for 111 on the ground last week. They get the ball to the outside. Flag comes in. So Price's run likely coming back.
There are flags on the play.
It looks like you're going to have 89, Daniel Brunskill with a holding call, but there's a couple more flags on the play as well. So we'll see going to be multiple fouls on this play.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both against the offense. Holding, offense number 89, the penalty is declined. Holding, offense number 79, that penalty is accepted, 10 yards, second down.
So they accept the penalty on the left tackle, Terry Poole.
You're going to see the left side of your screen right in here. Oh, I'm sorry, right side, right there. Oh, yeah, the tackle. Not just a hold, the tackle. And obviously they accept that one. Spot foul farther back, and you just see him right there. I mean, you know, the line judge is looking right down at that. He's going to call that 89. The tight end, Brunskill, got called with holding on the other side of the field. That one they let go. They'll take the one on Poole.
9th penalty of the night on San Diego State. Nevertheless, after 3 quarters here in North Carolina, it's the road team with a 7-point advantage. Watching the ACC on ESPN. Start of the 4th quarter, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And they are revved up. The tar pit here at Kenan Stadium. San Diego State trying for the road upset win. A 7-point lead. They've got the ball. 2nd down and 21. Taylor is back to throw. He heaves it up down the middle of the field, into coverage, and incomplete. Looking for Paul Pitts, the junior. Lucky that nobody came away with that one.
Well, good coverage there by 11, Malik Simmons. Watch him just turn and run. Get your head turned around and defend the pass. Nice job. That's what you got to do. Run with those receivers. Early in this game in the first half, you saw the San Diego State receivers get by the secondary that time. On your horse and running. Nice job.
The long ball is not Taylor's strength, but they're going to need something big here. 3rd and 21. He's got time down the middle of the field. Catch is made. It's not going to be a first down. Larry Clark, he's got it. But about 5-yard shot.
But a decision now. They may have got him back into field goal range. So a decision here for Rocky Long to see if he can put 3 up, or is he just going to punt it and try to pin him in? And I think he's going to try to kick a long field goal here. So although you don't pick up the first down, you get yardage at least to give your kicker a shot at this thing.
Here's Donnie Hagman, the junior. Last week hit from 48. This one's a try from 49. Got the distance, and it is good. Quite a turn on that kick from Hagman. It's a 10-point game as he knocks it through.
That's a nice little draw. That's like a draw with a 5-iron there. You saw it started out to the right, draw it back in nicely, pick up some distance on it, and that was a very nice kick. Good leg. Watch it starts to the right. Watch it start drawing. Come on, that draw spin. Beautiful. Would have been good from about 53.
So when Hagman connected last week, 48 yards against Northern Arizona, it was the first field goal for San Diego State in quite some time. Back in San Diego, they were calling it the field goal curse because in the time that they didn't have a field goal last year, they went the last 9 games, every other FBS school had at least 1 field goal in that time. So now they hope they've got that kicking situation figured out.
It looks like they do. Hagman, I mean, looked pretty good right there. And he's happy. You see him on the sideline smiling. Good for him.
Number 17, kicking off for the Aztecs.
TJ Logan awaits. Looking to break something big for the Tar Heels. Down by 10.
And Coach Larry Fedora told us he needs a big special teams play in this game.
Flag for the backside. This one for the Tar Heels. Likely coming back.
And these hurt too. You know, you get it out past the 30-yard line, decent starting position. Looks like you may have a hold, which is going to bring you back inside around the 10-yard line.
During the return, holding on the return team, number 17, half a distance to the goal, first down.
And in all actuality, I mean, it turns out to be over a 20-yard penalty. And you're going to see it right there. 17 right there is going to get called. When you grab a guy and fall back, you're going to get a call. You see the official there, Dave Epperly, right on the play. And he's going to call it every time. So now instead of 1st and 10 at your 30, you're starting inside your own 10-yard line.
That was the freshman, redshirt freshman, DeJuan Drennan, who gets called for the penalty. So it's a long way to go with the ball back on the 9-yard line for UNC. Looking to go deep. Williams has a man down the field. There they go. Carolina with the strike. Mac Hollins. 91 yards to the house.
Did we say that holding penalty was going to hurt him? One play strike. What a pass by Marquise Williams. And Mac Hollins, 13, just runs by J.J. Whitaker there, showing you his speed. And just like that, North Carolina answers, and they are back in this ball game.
Late game plays have been how Mac Hollins has made his name so far in 2 weeks. He had a touchdown catch to take the lead last week in the 3rd quarter. Here a 4th quarter score pulls the Tar Heels within 3. Nice story this morning on College Game Day about walk-on players getting scholarships. Hollins, the former walk-on, making the most of his scholarship. Down to the wire here at Chapel Hill. Huge play from the sophomore Mac Hollins, 91-yard touchdown catch. And all of a sudden, North Carolina down by just 3 with 13:45 to go in the 4th quarter. Number 21 team in the country. Nick Weiler, with one of the strongest legs in the country, kicks this one out of bounds. Now let's take another look at the 3rd longest touchdown pass in Tar Heels history.
And you talked about it, Mike. 13, Mac Hollins, 6'3", 200 pounds, out of Rockville, Maryland. Former walk-on. Right there is why he earned a scholarship. Good speed on the 9 route, goes right by the defensive back, J.J. Whitaker. And I like how he accelerated. Beautiful pass by Marquise Williams. And that's what Carolina needed, a big strike. A one-play drive, get this crowd back in it and get their team back in it. And they are an excited bunch down there on the sideline.
Last couple of drives have been big for UNC. 65 yards for a score and then 91 yards for the touchdown. How will the Aztecs answer? Kaler goes to the air, and it's in and out of the hands of Larry Clark.
Quinn Kaler's pass intended for number 80, Larry Clark, incomplete.
Yeah, a little low on the pass there by Kaler, but it's a ball. I think even if you ask Larry Clark, he's going to tell you he needs to catch that one. A deep out, a ball good enough to be caught from Kaler, but it falls incomplete.
Brings up 2nd down and 10. Kaler throwing again, trying to beat the defense over the top, and he does that. Robert Craighead, the former defensive lineman, turned tight end with a little speed.
Nice catch by Craighead there. He was covered by number 9, Travis Hughes, right down the seam. This is a seam route. You see Kaler put it up high for his big tight end. And boy, makes a nice catch. Turns to the ball, reacts to it, and that keeps this drive alive.
San Diego State closing in on 400 yards of offense tonight. Roberts, they go out to the flat. Another fullback reception. Dakota Gordon, he's got wheels and a big-time pickup on first down. San Diego State has quite effectively utilized their fullbacks in the passing game.
A lot of success sending their fullbacks out into the flat. Virtually uncovered. We've seen it a few times today. This time it's Dakota Gordon. He's a good runner with the football once he makes a catch, and you like that out of your fullbacks. Good lead blockers. We saw Gordon lead block for the Pumphrey touchdown earlier. That time turns runner himself after the catch. Picks up a nice first down.
And off to the left side for Chase Price. A couple of quick strikes there for San Diego State to move down the field. This is where you really get to see the effectiveness of Quinn Kaler. They don't ask him to make a huge play. They set him up to do what he's capable of.
Well, he's no doubt a game manager, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Everyone goes nuts when you call a quarterback a game manager, but Peyton Manning's one of the best quarterbacks of all time. I would say he manages the game pretty well.
Bottom line is, do you win?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a knock on the quarterback. He does it, but he makes good throws, and he gets the offense moving.
Price with a stutter step to the outside. And a short pickup on second down. Jeff Schottenmer and Travis Hughes, the linebacking duo, make the tackle.
Yeah, and this is big. We'll see if the Carolina defense can hold San Diego State to a field goal attempt. They're bending on this series. We'll see if they break here.
In 9 tries tonight, San Diego State has converted twice on third down. Kaler with pressure, evades one tackler, goes to the ground, and another third down gone awry for the Aztecs.
And that time the Tar Heels came with pressure, forced Kaler out of the pocket to the left. Not the quickest quarterback, can't pick up the first down. You're gonna see the pressure right up the middle. Number 11, Malik Simmons, forces him out of the pocket, in good pursuit by 74, Devontae Brown there to make the tackle. Hold him to a long field goal attempt once again.
40 yards on the try from Hagman. He was good from 48 earlier. You wouldn't believe it.
The curse is over.
The number was here. 9 games straight without a field goal. He's hit from 48 and 40. The field goal makes it a 6-point contest. You might not believe it, but coming into the season, in Rocky Long's 3 years as head coach, his team had made only 53% of their field goals. 2 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, watch Hagman here. He buries his field goal, his second one of the night. Watch 56, Nico Saragusa. This is, oh, I love you, big guy. You know, as a kicker, you gotta like that, because when they ignore you, you know, you don't feel part of the team. That's a little love tap by big Saragusa there. All 6'5", 325 pounds of him. Just giving Hagman a little love, telling him, good job, little guy.
He wasn't even a part of this team last year. He came in from Mount San Antonio College out in California.
Whoever, 170 there? Yeah, okay. He's not even 170 dripping wet. More about 145, but, you know, he's making the kick, so that's all that matters.
This is the start of a big drive for North Carolina. Down by 6, 2 field goals the difference. Ryan Switzer takes the return. Coverage of the WNBA Finals gets going tomorrow on ABC, 3:30 Eastern. Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, the Phoenix Mercury out of the West against Elena Deladon. Courtney Vandersloot out of the East in Game 1. The WNBA Finals 2014 presented by Boost Mobile tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific time on ABC. 27-21 our score.
And the North Carolina defense, you know, they bent a little there, but they didn't break. Hold San Diego State to a field goal. So, I mean, they're right in this game with a lot of time to play.
Williams goes back in the pocket, and he's stopped quickly. Calvin Munson, the sophomore. trips him up.
I am, and Munson's having a whale of a game. No doubt he's been all over the place. But it looks like, you know, North Carolina now a little deflated. They need to get that rhythm that they had the last possession and the last couple possessions for that matter.
They're bringing heat here on Williams, and he gets it off to the flat, makes the right read. Kendrick Singleton makes the catch and pushed down just shy of the first down marker.
And what I like there about Marquise Williams is his patience. You talked about it, Mike. Made the right read. He waited for Singleton to clear the coverage underneath, stays in the pocket, shuffles the feet to the right a little bit for the good completion.
Marquise Williams
keeps it. Pickup of 2, and it's a first down for North Carolina. Even as they take their time here, play clock now only hits 10. Morris shifts in the backfield. Williams takes a low snap and finds Switzer across the 40-yard line. Another first down for the Tar Heels, moving the ball here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, good job by Marquise Williams. Catch that low snap and throw a strike to the Ryan Switzer over the middle. Good concentration and good pass.
They go back to Switzer once again on the outside. Shakes one tackle, now another. He's across the 50 with space. He's got great speed and a huge play. Back-to-back receptions from Switzer, the sophomore.
And this is exactly what you want to do. Get it to your skilled players in space. Let them make people miss. A couple missed tackles down the sideline. Excellent catch and run by Switzer.
Flag from the near side. It's a false start against Carolina.
False start. Offense, number 54. 5-yard penalty, first down.
And sometimes when you go too quick, that happens. And it kind of stalls your momentum here. But we'll see how they can overcome this. But I like the rhythm. I like the passing. Going on both sides, right, left side of the field, and down the middle. Really spreading the ball around across the offense.
No down lineman, but the Aztecs bring heat. And Williams finds the space up the middle. He's got a first down and more, and just shy of the 20-yard line. Ran for 52 yards last week, and here gets them on the doorstep of the red zone.
Outstanding how Marquise Williams recognizes right away the pocket around him opens up in the middle, and he becomes a runner.
After a pickup of 16, he throws to the sideline. Catch is made. Matt Collins already has 1 touchdown tonight, and he's down inside the 5-yard line. Tar Heels having their way right now on offense.
And this is the rhythm they wanted to get into. And the offense is looking very good right now.
Second trip inside the red zone. Elijah Hood, the freshman. Carolina born with the score.
Just an impressive drive by the Tar Heels. Just an inside underneath handoff. The 34, Elijah Hood, the big back. 6 foot, 220-pound freshman out of Charlotte, North Carolina, gets behind those shoulder pads and smells the goal line.
First career touchdown for Hood, and the extra point put North Carolina back in front.
Marquise Williams, excellent that possession, running the ball, passing the ball, distribute it to his offense, gets it going here with the inside run. And this North Carolina offense is clicking as they lead 28-27 in Chapel Hill.
8 plays, 80 yards, and just under 2.5 minutes for North Carolina to score and take the lead for the first time since it was 7-0 after a 100-yard interception return by Brian Walker. 1-point game with 8:01 to play in the fourth quarter. UNC special teams all over the return. Monday Night Football is back, a Week 1 doubleheader at 7:10. Eli Manning and the new look offense trying to help the Giants return to the playoffs against the explosive Lions. And then at 10:20, Phillip Rivers and the Chargers look for their second straight postseason against Larry Fitzgerald and the Cardinals. You got a healthy Dwight Freeney. They added Brandon Flowers at cornerback in San Diego. 7:10, 10:20 Monday on ESPN.
I'm not so sure about the new look Giants offense because they didn't look too good in the preseason. But
well, Eli last year led the league in interceptions. And there's one of the most famous alums, Lawrence Taylor.
New York Giant legend.
Hand off to Price on first down. A very short gain. This is where, you remember back early in this game, San Diego State struggled on offense because the student section, loud here 2 hours before the game, is roaring right behind them.
They're very loud. Not one student has gone home. But I tell you what, for the UNC defense, you have to be careful. You got to wrap up these ball carriers for San Diego State. You saw there, Price did not want to go down. Pumphrey runs with that same style. You don't want to give up a big run from a missed tackle.
Pumphrey, who looked like he may have injured his shoulder earlier, is now back in the game as the deep back. Kaler dumps it off to Pumphrey. He's going to try and turn the corner, and he goes to the 19-yard line. This is nothing new here. 7 minutes to go, and San Diego State down by 1. Last year, they rallied from a fourth quarter deficit to win 5 times. Highest in FBS, with Auburn, Troy, and UCF right behind them.
Yeah, so I mean, they're used to it, they're experienced, but I tell you what, it's a hostile road environment here. We'll see what happens, but a big 3rd and 2, we'll see what this Tar Heel defense can do.
Empty backfield. Kaler, quick toss, and it's a first down. He goes out to Paul Pitts. They knew that there was going to be pressure coming. He had no extra blockers.
And good route by Pitts. He knows where the first down sticks are. He gets past them. And Kaler just puts the ball on the money. A little pitch and catch. A lot of pressure around him. He's going to sit in the pocket. Just puts it right on the numbers and quiets the crowd down. Keeps the drive alive for San Diego State.
Play action for Kaler. He's rolling. He throws, and it's intercepted. Taken away by Carolina. A huge pickup. Brian Walker with his second interception on the night at a crucial time.
Very, very uncharacteristic of Quinn Kaler. Rolled out to the left. I thought he was actually going to run the ball. He had Green in front of him, but an ill-advised pass right here. I thought he was going to tuck it and run, pick up 7 or 8 yards, and for some reason, he throws it. I got to believe he never even saw Brian Walker there, who makes the interception. Right here, I thought he was going to run it. He sees the receiver, and he does not see Brian Walker underneath. No way. He would not have thrown that ball, but a huge play for Carolina.
Tar Heels a perfect 2 of 2 in the red zone. Marquise Williams to the ground, gains 4. And what has been the commonality between the 2 interceptions tonight for Kaler? He's rolling to the side where he's got to throw across his body.
He threw, you're exactly right, he rolled to the left both times. But on that one, I don't think the pass was bad. He just never saw the defender, Brian Walker, sitting there. He sat underneath the route and just picked it off.
Elijah Hood gets the carry. He scored the last Carolina touchdown. And the offensive line gets some push, and he's down to the 5. Very close to the first down marker.
Well, you like that push there. You like Elijah Hood, get that shoulders down the big offensive line. It's 3rd and short.
Quick throw outside, and no gain on the play. Out to Quinshad Davis.
Yeah, I mean,
Bug Howard, beg your pardon.
That play surprises me. You just almost picked it up with your 220-pound back. The offensive line's going, and you decide to go lateral with a pass and actually lose a yard. And now you're going to kick a field goal, and you see the crowd's not happy. You know, I don't know if it's me, I'm a little old school, but I think, listen, we can pick up a yard. We got a big offensive line, you have a 220-pound back. Let's do it. I don't like going lateral in that position, but I'm not a head coach, so I get to sit up here and second guess.
Even Larry Fedora looks a bit exasperated. They got to go quickly here. 5 seconds left to get off the snap for a 23-yard try. They do. The kick is up, and it is good. Nick Weiler with the kick. North Carolina with a slim margin. 4 minutes left. They got a lot of points to count. 31 for North Carolina after a field goal. Now makes it a 4-point game as San Diego State comes here to the Eastern time zone for just the 13th time in the last 45 years. About to go back on offense where Quinn Kaler will take the reins, and this time a field goal will not get the job done for the Aztecs. Nick Weiler just kicked the field goal, and now we'll kick it away. Smart play to cover that one up for Rashad Penny. And a touchback on the kickoff. Kaler's going to come out, take over the offense, but it's his 2 interceptions tonight that have been costly for the Aztecs.
And as you said, Mike, both times rolling to his left. That time, Jeff Schotmer putting pressure on him. The ball sails on him. Brian Walker picks that one up and goes back 100 yards. This time, rolling to his left again. A little different, no pressure. Thought he should have ran. Never saw Brian Walker that time. Throws it right to him for an uncharacteristic bad pass for Quinn Kaler in that place and time.
Kaler 19 of 30 tonight. 1 score, 2 giveaways. Donnell Pumphrey. And no need to hurry here with 4 minutes left.
And you like how Schottmer, the middle linebacker, filled the hole there, meeting Pumphrey at the line of scrimmage. And you're right, San Diego State's going to take their time here. They're going to try to drive this thing down and win it with a touchdown. On the other hand, North Carolina, wholesale substitutions on the defensive end, getting a new look, some fresh guys in there. We'll see what's going to happen here in the next 3.5 minutes.
Kaler's got it, and with time, ball went up to the 30-yard line. Lloyd Mills, sophomore out of Chandler, Arizona, gets his first catch today. San Diego State, though, has not been good on 3rd down. They are just 3 of 11 tonight. Over the middle, man wide open. That's a 1st down and more for San Diego State. Up across the 45-yard line, Lloyd Mills gets the job done.
And you got to believe this is blown coverage. 82 Lloyd Mills right across the middle of the field. No one there, no defenders, and a huge 3rd down conversion for the Aztecs.
They go for 17 yards, sitting right near midfield. 2:15 to go. They've got to punch it into the end zone. Play action. Kaler looking long. Incomplete at the 10-yard line. That was not where he wanted it. Had Eric Judge streaking downfield, and Tim Scott nearly took it away for the 3rd time in the secondary for UNC.
Yeah, nice job by Scott. Came off the receiver. Kaler throwing that one down the middle of the field. No one there. Closer of getting picked than anything else. Again, good coverage by the secondary there. UNC, you see 3 defenders back. Can't get beat behind in this situation.
Pocket collapses on Kaler. He lets it fly again. It's one-on-one. Oh, and nearly a one-handed interception down at the 5-yard line. Sam Smiley falling back on a falling football.
But that would have been one of the best interceptions you have ever seen in your life. Watch Smiley turn back, and he knows, do not let the receiver get behind him. He doesn't. Watch him adjust his ball, go up with the right hand as he's falling. Hits him in the head, but good defense. Don't let the receiver get behind you. And I tell you what, Kaler's starting to throw a few up, and he's lucky the last couple passes have not been intercepted.
Biggest play of the night so far for San Diego State right here. They go to the ground, and they get the first down. Pumphrey's got open space, and now when they've needed it here, backs against the wall, they're able to convert on back-to-back third downs with big plays through the air, that time on the ground.
What a call by offensive coordinator Bob Toledo. He runs a draw play to Pumphrey, and he picks up the first down. Now, I got to believe he knows they were going for it on 4th down no matter what, and this time, so he figures he's going to pick up 6 or 7, 8 yards, get a manageable down and distance in for 4th, but Pumphrey breaks it off and gets the first down.
Ball tipped and incomplete. Kaler got pressure coming right up the middle. Junior Nankande.
And that's exactly what you have to do if you're this Tar Heels defense. Get in Quinn Kaler's face, make him uncomfortable in the pocket, make him roll out. We've seen both his interceptions tonight rolling to the left. So you need to put pressure on Kaler in this situation.
Second down and 10. This time another deep ball. That's a first down and more. Catch from Larry Clark.
And that time, no pressure. Kaler stands in there tall in the pocket and throws a strike, a long out to Larry Clark to move the chains. And just like that, San Diego State is now in the red zone.
Minute 15, the clock runs as the first down marker is set, and after a pickup of 17. Kaler rolling, puts it up. And a nice short game there as he goes back to Clark again. They can still pick up a first down here. And now a North Carolina player down on the field.
As they roll Kaler to the left once again, that time throws it down and away. That's where you want to throw it, where only your receiver is going to make that catch or it's going to fall incomplete. He catches it for the 9-yard gain. And with 49 seconds left, San Diego State is knocking on a door with a touchdown that'll win this game.
It looks like number 98 or 96, and it's Ethan Farmer, the defensive tackle. Back to his feet. You hope it's just his wind knocked out of him.
Watch the right side of your screen. Left side, excuse me, right there. 44, fullback Adam Roberts cracks back on him. Hits him in the hip. And that's one of the most dangerous things as a defender. As you're trying to follow the football, follow the quarterback, and you get cracked back on, you don't see it coming. And that's exactly what happened there to Ethan Farmer.
So he'll sit a play. Quinn Kaler Career-high 341 yards. Has found 9 different receivers tonight. Rolling out. Looking end zone to the corner, and it's too long. Eric Judge was in the back of the end zone. Now 3rd down and 1. They still got 2 timeouts.
Yep, and the clock stops on a 1st down. Plenty of time. So don't be surprised if San Diego State runs the ball here, tries to pick up this 1st down, get a new set of downs, and try to score and get out of here with a win.
The Aztecs over 500 yards of offense. 3rd down, a yard to go. Handoff goes to Price. He's to the 5. That's enough for the 1st down. Still moving, and the clock will stop here on a 1st down for San Diego State within the 5.
Yeah, the same play. They picked up the 1st down, and it was 3rd and long. Just that inside handoff underneath the Chase Price. Just a little lead draw. Good job making the defender miss. Travis Hughes, who could have stopped him in the hole. You see him keep those feet driving, and the clock's running. 1st and goal.
Price in the backfield with Kaler. He's going to throw. He goes corner. And they do it again. Tim Scott seals it for Carolina.
The previous play is under further review. The ruling on the field is an interception by North Carolina.
What a catch by Tim Scott. Now we're going to look at it. The booth's going to look at it. But unbelievable defense by the free safety out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. And we'll take a look at it here. Kaler throws, falling back, and you're going to see Scott break on the ball. Feet are in. You know, the ball, again, is in that midsection. I believe he had enough control, but I think what it's going to come down to, again, you do not have enough evidence to turn this play. This play should be ruled as stand is called on the field, and that interception should count. It's just not enough there to overturn it. I think it's an unbelievable play by Tim Scott to break on the ball, keep that 1 foot in, and control the ball. So you know the booth's going to take their time with this one. They're going to look at it a few more times. But again, the key to the play, Mike, ruled an interception on the field. I think it's going to stand.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. 1st down, North Carolina.
And they confirmed it. They didn't just let it stand. That means indisputable video evidence, which I agree with, that an interception was good, and an unbelievable play by Tim Scott is going to seal this win for Carolina.
Kaler goes off his back foot 3 times, intercepted tonight. 1 went back for a 100-yard touchdown, this time on a play that could have won the game for San Diego State. They give it away.
And you just love your defensive back to break on the ball like that. And I tell you, the Carolina defense was bending, but boy, they didn't break, especially when they needed to come up big.
Anguish on one sideline and unbridled celebration on the other as the defense comes through big tonight for number 21 at North Carolina as they defend their home turf.
I don't know about that. I appreciate it.
But give the Carolina offense some credit. They woke up in the second half, which they needed to do. Got some big plays, and just a good team win tonight for the Carolina Tar Heels.
So San Diego State comes to the Eastern time zone And they'll go back home not all too happy about the result. Here in Chapel Hill, our final score in a good one. UNC takes it 31-27 over San Diego State. Coming up next, it'll be Sports Nation for Rudy and Golia and our ESPN crew. Mike Cousins saying so long.